Howdy folks, this is Checkers back again with another Fallout 4 video. This time we are going to take a look at the changes that will happen when we switch from normal mode to survival mode with this character. So we will actually take a look at things first as they are. Here is our character, crash test dummy, his status, specials, effects, and let's go ahead and don't see anything happening. He has no particular statuses on him, and currently his inventory weight is 157 out of 235. Now let's drop out of the Pip-Boy, open up our settings, come over to gameplay, and switch over to survival. And that seems like a very simple change. Okay, this feature is currently in beta. Once turned on, newly created save games will not be backwards compatible with the current public release 1.4 of the game. Survival adds additional challenges including no fast travel, saving only when you sleep, increased lethality, sickness, fatigue, and more. See the survival entry in help for details. So we will say yes to this and back out, and we are now carrying too much and cannot run. Let's take a look back into our Pip-Boy here. Status looks pretty much the same as it did. Special is unchanged as far as I can tell. Inventory, we're now carrying 191 pounds out of our max of 135. So we've lost, what, 100 pounds of upper weight, and we've gained somewhere around 40 pounds, was it? 40 or 70 of, I'm guessing, ammunition weight. Let's see what we're carrying. It would be nice if there was a total, but okay. So let's hobble ourselves slowly over to the workbench where we can hopefully drop off a significant amount of weight. There was a symbol in the lower right that looked like, yeah, this right here. Show effects. Let's see what we have here. Over encumbered, agility -2, endurance -2, and periodic damage. Whoops. Let's see if we can't just turn the corner and drop some of that weight before we take any of that damage. So, store all junk. Well, apparently I was carrying enough junk to account for all that extra weight. And we are underweight enough now that we should be able to move around readily. I do have a bed in here. Let's take a look at sleeping and see what, if anything, has changed. We'll sleep just for an hour because I slept 8 hours before I started the video. You are tired from lack of sleep. Seriously, I just slept for an hour. Okay, so let's crank it up to 8 hours. There was a bit of red on our action point bar in the lower right. Now we have slept for 8 hours, and we are well rested, although going without water will make you thirsty, negatively affecting your stats. Find water and drink to quench your thirst. Okay, I may have some purified water in my bag, and I do. We'll drink that, and that may not have been enough. Manual quick saving and most autosaves are disabled. To save your game, find a bed and sleep. So we actually also just saved the game when we were sleeping earlier. Now let's take a look at our stats. What do we have here? Show effects. Parched. Intelligence -1. Okay. And let's try and build ourselves, if we can, a water pump here. exit out of this, and we will use the water pump. I am now properly hydrated. And I can only assume that means that the water, the purified water we drank, finally kicked in. It said things would have a slower effect time overall. But let's see what we have in our inventory now. I thought that would put purified water in our inventory. What do we have in here? So water is going to be a challenge for me, at least. I, at least with this character, have not stockpiled it as I have with my other ones. And let's see. We're not hungry yet, but let's see what happens when we eat. Take a look again in our Pip-Boy at status, show effects, mutt chops, adding hit points, purified water, adding hit points. And we do have a little bit of radiation damage, so let's try a Radaway and see how that affects us. It said it would suppress our immune system for a while. You are hungry from lack of food. Okay, wow. So the Radaway made us a bit fatigued and hungry, but it did clear up our radiation. So what other foods do we have? We have a Deathclaw steak, which one of the things that I read was that if we are not fully fed, then the effect of the bonus effect of, say, a Deathclaw steak will not take effect, which maybe that's why it shows agility 0. So let's try a Stingwing fillet first and see if that begins to take the edge off our hunger. We can also come over and try and see if I have anything that I can cook. It does not look like I do. So we'll just exit the station. And take a quick look in aid in our workbench again. Oh, sorry. Oh, no wonder I didn't find any purified water. I was looking in the wrong place. Can't take me anywhere, but there is no aid in this workshop. So, that was all still true. Tarberry, we'd gain rads. Canned dog food, we'd gain rads. Nuka-Cola, we'd definitely gain rads, but we'd gain hit points. And it caffeinates. So there are some significant changes. And they will certainly have some effect on gameplay. I would say quite a major effect. It still doesn't look like that Stingwing fillet was enough to affect my hunger. And we still have the suppressed immunity with increased chance of getting sick. Okay. Well, this has just been a first look at this. It's probably going to take a while before we really get a handle on all the changes. Let's see if we can't pick a fight quick, though, and maybe see what changes combat has gone through, because it said now that we do more damage, but we can also take more damage. I guess we can test it out on this poor Radstag doe, and maybe get some meat to cook, because we're going to have to hunt now. Oh, and there's a dog. On the plus side, he's wounded. Okay, so the wounded dog is down. We can get some mongrel dog meat from that. Did the radstag doe get away? Well, it either got away or it may have gone down in the water, and I honestly don't know which. Okay. Well, our fatigue went down from running, but at least it went, or our action points went down. I can't really tell if our fatigue is going up much. Looks like it is creeping up a little from running.
Nice.
So the more you run, the more fatigue you will suffer. But let's see if we can't get back and cook ourselves up some mutt chops and see if that will satiate our hunger at least a little bit. And roast, and mutt chops, and make. And inventory, and aid, and mutt chops. You feel better, but still peckish. And our fatigue did lower on our action point bar. Let's see what effects we're showing. Peckish, endurance -1, which is different than the previous, which was intelligence -1. So there are definitely some stages and differences in effects in survival mode. Alrighty folks, well, this is a quick first look at some of the changes that we can actually quickly see in survival mode here in Fallout 4. Once again, this has been Checkers. I would like to remind you that I have a Twitter link in the description of the video and on my channel main page. If you're on mobile, it's on my channel About page. Also, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you will see a small letter I with a white circle around it. These are cards and links to other videos that I've made. In this case, it will probably link to the reading of the survival changes that came in the Steam beta. I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you found the video informative and maybe just a little entertaining. I would like to invite you to subscribe and ask you to please take care.